What is up, guys? It is Cameron with Lebanon Ford Performance, and today we're going to be taking a drive in the sleeper supercharged 700 horsepower F150. We have one here behind us, and as you can see, it does have the Roush supercharger installed. So let's hop inside and go for a drive. All right, guys. Yes, so welcome to the all-new sleeper package from Lebanon Ford Performance. This is the two-door 4x2 XL. Finished in race red, and this does have the Roush supercharger, as you guys saw. This is brand new. We just finished building this one, and yeah, let's go for a drive. That's what everyone is always asking. How do these cars drive? How do these cars drive? Do they grip? How do they even, how can they even drive on those small tires and in that specification with the rear wheel drive and the small Michelin Primacy tires? So let's just give you a full rundown. We'll go through a leisure drive just around like town. And then we will also go on the highway and get a pull so you guys can hear. You guys can see how the truck reacts to, it is also a little bit colder outside. So we do have cold tarmac as well. So I don't expect it to grip like its Cup 2 tires or Pirelli Trofeo R tires. But it does grip surprisingly much better than you expect it to. So let's go ahead and get driving. Okay, so yeah, you can hear it. I mean, you can hear the supercharger definitely kicks in. And I mean, that was pretty quick. We got up to 50 pretty quick there. And that was just, that was maybe like 40% throttle. And with it being cold, again, it is cold tarmac and cold tires. So I'm not expecting just insane crazy grip out of this truck. But I mean, it does do much better than expected. Yeah, it's very comfortable just driving kind of normal, just having very normal driving. We're just on this this low lead road here to the highway that we have a direct entrance onto the highway. So we were able to get up to speed pretty quickly. All right, let's go on the highway and get a little bit of a clip here. Yeah, this thing is so insanely fast. Yeah, it's pretty quick. We got up to highway speeds. We got up to the speed limit very quickly. And it did spin through first and second, but once third kind of hits and like kind of just dials down a little bit, and we're in kind of a gear that is able to catch up speed and kind of match the tire speed. It grips very, very, very well. I mean, it showed the traction control spinning and kind of limiting power at only first through second, but then once third hit, it just absolutely ripped. This thing takes off. It is a very, very quick vehicle. I mean, there's a reason these sell. There's a reason people build these so frequently. It's because they're just an incredible chassis all the way around. I mean, you literally cannot go wrong with a lightweight, two-door, two-wheel drive, supercharged 700 horsepower truck, a V8 in this truck, especially with the way it looks. I mean, yeah, you could throw your wheels, tires, and everything on there to make it grip, and it will never spin at all, and you can put your drag radials. And of course, and that looks incredible, and we have people that do that, and it looks incredible, it looks amazing. And the more you customize these trucks, honestly, the better, because they add so much personalization and you can actually make it yours, and it is just an incredible truck all the way around, especially when they're custom. But if your desire is to just leave it as sleeper as absolute possible, it's a perfect package. And, on that pull back there, I don't know if you guys even noticed, but I mean, it wasn't spinning to a point where, and yeah, I did have traction control on, because I mean, again, this isn't my truck, and I don't want to burn tires and just absolutely roast through the tires, or have any possibility to burn any of the tread off the tires. It is a brand new truck, and again, it is sold. It is somebody's truck. If you're just lucky enough to be able to bring this truck out and give this video for you guys, but we didn't want to like harm or do any sort of wear and tear on the vehicle more than what the owner would do first himself. But the truck didn't spin or didn't go absolutely nuts, and I honestly believe that if traction control was off, it might smoke it. Maybe it might smoke first, but second it would be much more livable, and then third again you'd have some pretty solid traction. But it didn't, it didn't get out from under me. It's a very well handling, very balanced chassis, even with the added supercharger to give it over 700 horsepower. But here we are, just in stop and go traffic now. The truck is fully warmed up, so of course I didn't do that pull. Cold. I've had this truck running and filming other videos on it for about 20 minutes now, and it is just fully warm. Everything's up to correct operating temperature, and this truck is healthy as ever. So that pull was done in perfect temperature. And with it being cold, oh my gosh, the supercharger in the engine love that cold weather, obviously. The colder the air that it can suck in and intake, the better and more efficient the engine will run. But yeah, here we are, just stop and go, kind of putt around our small town of Lebanon, Ohio, traffic, and I totally feel like I'm just driving a normal F150. Like it feels redundant to even be making this, because I feel like I'm driving a standard F150 when I'm driving just standard point to point through traffic, through city, respecting the speed limits, as I was always back then as well. If this truck wasn't like race red, if it wasn't bright red and showcasing any sort of sportiness with the color, you would 100% be absolutely on board with, there's absolutely nothing special about that truck whatsoever. Like if it was a black or a white two-door XL, you would certainly think, oh, that is just a work truck, that's just a company, it's just a standard work truck, which we have also built a few white ones, silver ones, black ones, like carbonized gray, and it's always so sick because you totally don't expect, you do not expect this kind of truck out of any of these, let alone like ones of those colors. Yeah, so we're just kind of making our loop back around to the store. Yeah, it's one of the coolest things about being here is you get to drive these cars. I mean, not every day can somebody say that they drove a 700 horsepower work truck. Until you can, that's what's the beauty of Lebanon Ford Performance, is we make that a possibility. So if that's what you want to do, if you want to drive a 700 plus horsepower work truck, we make that happen. It's pretty phenomenal. You do not expect it at all. Like just right now, unless I put my foot into a little bit, you can hear the supercharger really start whining. I mean, it's about, if you're just like I'm accelerating normal here, nothing. Unless you get into boost, you do not. It's so stealthy. It's such a sleeper truck, which really hints the name. It's just such a sleeper, even as a driver. I mean, you don't expect it until you put your foot into the gas, and it's incredible. It's so awesome. Very, very cool truck, very cool platform. But that's the other thing, is we've built these plenty of times on like a 4-wheel drive, or on like a 4-door, or a super cab, or lariats. We've built supercharged lariats before. I mean, does that not sound like the most perfect vehicle of all time? You have the lariat creature comforts, the lariat interior, the lariat amenities, but you have 700 horsepower under the hood out of a Roush or Whipple supercharger. I mean that's just a match made in heaven, in my opinion. I feel like you can't get much better than that. But I have full respect for these sleeper builds as well. These two-door base model trucks, the work trucks, the performance race trucks. This thing's a monster, man. I mean, you just it's like inhumane to be able to do something like that and not just start smiling or just laugh about it. I mean, it's just absurd power. It's so incredible. So now traction control's off. Yeah, so it doesn't want to burn out. It doesn't want to burn on you. I mean, it was pedal was to the floor. It was a full, wide open throttle pull. I mean, I didn't feel like I was had absolutely zero grip the entire time at all. So it's a very impressive platform all the way around. Again, I mean, you would be surprised with how much grip that it actually does offer you. Even though it sounds actually impossible, because they're like 215s, I think, or 235s, or the very thin tire on 17-inch wheels, and they're just all-season Michelin Primacy tires, and they're not made for grip. The last thing they are made to do is to hook up with 700 horsepower in the rear wheels. So it is hilarious, and it literally doesn't even sound like I'm being for real, but I'm being honest, 100% honest, that it grips. And I'm not sitting here telling you that it is a grip machine and it's going to grip forever and it's the best gripping vehicle I've ever felt in my whole life and I feel like it's on rails. No, because that's just never going to be the reality with these tires in this setup. But it grips exceptionally better than you think it would with these tires, especially at wide open throttle. I mean, it won't get out from under you at all. If you were a completely inexperienced driver, it won't get out from under you at all if you leave traction control on. I mean, it just kind of catches traction and kind of limits your power first and second gear, and then third gear you'll hit and you'll be like, okay, this is what power feels like. Or if you turn traction control off and you can control that little slide out that will happen sometimes. I mean, it's not even like detrimental slide. I mean, and I'm telling you, you gotta drive one and experience one for yourself to understand that it grips exceptionally better than you think it does. But we did just pull up back at the store. So I am going to cut this video. I just want to bring you guys a video because I'm sure you guys are interested in seeing what this truck looks like and how it feels when it's driving. and give you my honest opinion. So yeah, so I just wanted to bring this video, and if you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments. Let us know what else you want to see. We are always building these, so we always have options to give you guys any content that you were interested in on these trucks. So yeah, let us know what you want to see with these supercharged trucks, sleeper packages. If you want to see the full shebang, the loaded out ones that people just option like crazy, let us know if you want to see those too. We're always working and always trying to do more unique truck builds all the way around. So let us know what you want to see. If you're interested in building your own truck, definitely give us a call at 513-932-1010, or you can check our entire V8 F150 inventory and our entire program out online at LebanonFordPerformance.com. Maybe this will be the end clip. Maybe this could be the end clip here. Check out this video. Check out whatever this box says. Subscribe. Maybe right here. Will I try to find a parking spot to park? Okay. Front and center. Front and center. Do we think front and center? Let's do it. This thing front and center. Right next to our lovely Roush truck that we have on the pad. Easy to maneuver in any of these spots. Doesn't have the correct approach angle. Here we go. Can you see the Roush behind me? Kind of. Yeah, there we go. Coming into frame. There it is. Hello, hello. There it is. Trying to park it ways away from that one so it doesn't get any door dings. And alright. Alright, that's enough. I've had enough of you guys.